And I found that if you just put a little bit of structure and just taking it baby steps and reminding yourself that you're not really going to see that change tomorrow, but it's in 5 years from now when you really see those major improvements in who you are and how you operate.
We're still saying it's like you can't, like Rome wasn't built in a day, but they laid bricks every day. But a brick was laid every day. If you continue laying a brick every day, eventually you get something that's great.
That's what I love, using the analogy that Alex Hormozi uses. I mean, he was talking about it in a business sense, but he always says, like, make decisions pretending that you're 80 years old. So, like, put on these glasses of, hey, I'm currently 80. What decisions will I make now? And I always thought that was a cool way in the health sense of, like, when you're 80, what do you want your life to look like? Do you want to be in a nursing home, bound to a wheelchair and having someone spoon feed you? If you had a decision, if you had a choice, I'm going to say most people are going to say no. So what are things that you can control, right? Because obviously there's some scenarios and situations where that unfortunately could happen that are outside of your control. But what are decisions that you can do now, action steps, baby steps, one brick at a time, that could potentially prevent you from that?
Or are you going to tell yourself when you're 8 years old how proud you were that you missed all of that activity for those meetings that you could be in with the people you don't really care about, right? It really puts those things into perspective. Like, are you going to care about that meeting that you say you're too busy with to go walk today? Or are you going to care when you're 80 that you can't walk?
Who was just saying that they were like mind blown? They're like, why didn't I put earbuds in and take all my meetings walking? It was one of your clients. Didn't you just say that? There was someone, he's like, I don't know why I never did this before. And now he takes all his meetings with his headphones in and he walks.
Oh yeah, Octavio.
Yeah.
He put a treadmill desk in, and he just, so when he does calls, he just puts he just puts headphones in and walks.
Especially people working from home post
He's getting
2020.
an additional almost 10,000 steps a day just from that.
I haven't been, in the fitness world for too long, but I love seeing that realization. I've gotten to see that, and like some of our members, like when they realize that just putting in a little bit extra work now makes things better and I like to say easier in the future. Not that it's ever easy.
It's like you're stacking the chips in your favor.
Yeah.
Like eventually everyone will get older. Everyone will deal with an issue. Everyone most likely will have an illness, an injury, or something. And it's funny because we talked about this last episode with Matt. Why not prepare yourself to get to that point and be able to handle it without getting knocked down and their whole life flipped upside down because of this instance that most likely you knew something like this would happen someday. Now, obviously, it was catastrophe or major diseases and things like that you never would expect. But I'm just saying in general, like things are going to happen to us. We're human.